Good morning everybody and welcome to day 2 of exploring India. Yesterday we had an amazing time going on a backstreets of Delhi food tour where we explored the Old Delhi and tried some delicious food.
Today we are going to get an opportunity to go into New Delhi, see some of the sites there, go back into Old Delhi and see some of the things in maybe a more historical lens as opposed to a food lens. So it's going to be a really awesome, busy day of exploring the city of Delhi here in India.
Here's one of the capital cities. So now we are switching over this Bangla Sahib, Gurudwara, and after that, entering the old city, the walled city.
Our first stop is actually in Old Delhi where we were yesterday with the food tour at the Red Fort. The Red Fort historically served as the main residence of the Mughal emperors and was designed by the architect Ustad Ahmed Lahori, who designed the Taj Mahal.
And it's absolutely beautiful. The redstone architecture is just amazing to see, and it really is a good first stop to start our day.
The Red Fort is considered the largest monument in Delhi and is one of the most popular tourist destinations. It does look like this is a very popular place to hang out. There's a lot of people taking pictures. It looks like there was an amusement park over here at one point, so you can definitely see how this is a very touristy area. What's really unique about this Red Fort area is right across the street, our tour guide explained that there's religious places for a lot of the different religions in this area. So you have a church next to a mosque, next to a Hindu temple, and it's really a street of peace, he described it. When our tour guide was describing the street, I didn't realize that we'd get a chance to go down it. We were one of the first today to be able to. We saw the person unlock it and then we just all kind of busted through the gates, and now we're kind of racing down the street, taking in all of the sights, the smells, the colors. It's a great way to start the morning.
We're on that street with all of the temples. We passed a Jain temple, a Hindu temple. We're coming up on a Sikh temple.
Baptist church, McDonald's, which our driver just said was the American temple.
Some beautiful 300-year-old buildings. There's shopping on this street. It's really incredible. And the cycle rickshaw is, I think,
my helicopter.
Is a helicopter. Is even more smooth than yesterday's electric rickshaw. So this is a great experience as well. But such beautiful buildings on this street. From the Red Fort, we came back into Old Delhi on cycle rickshaws, which was an amazing ride, and we've come to the largest mosque in India, which is Jama Masjid, which has amazing Mughal architecture. It's just such a beautiful space. We came in, had to make sure that we were properly covered. Women were given dresses, men make sure they have pants, but we are in this space and have some time to explore. It's absolutely stunning.
It's just a really beautiful area, and the architecture here is all about symmetry, so it just looks absolutely amazing. We learned that many of the Islamic buildings in India have patterns and are symmetrical, and that this symmetrical repetition and mirroring of different shapes creates a sense of harmony.
I didn't even check, this must be one of the tuk-tuks.
There's no like Delhi Darwaja. At the end you can see with the gate for the walled city from the past on the right side.
So after leaving the mosque in Old Delhi, we got into electric rickshaws and went back to the bus which was parked at the Red Fort. From there we drove into New Delhi, got off the bus, and are now walking to a Sikh temple.
This particular Sikh temple has a stunning dome and absolutely beautiful architecture. We weren't allowed to film as we walked through the interior of the complex because that's where the worshipping takes place, but we were able to walk through the kitchen, which acts as a community kitchen and feeds 25,000 to 30,000 people daily.
There's an unbelievable food kitchen here that's run and feeds so many people 24 hours a day, and it's all done through charity, both the food that's been donated and the labor. It's really an unbelievable place.
We're just really grateful to be here, not only to explore the temple grounds and to take in all the stunning architecture, but also to learn a little bit more about Sikhism.
All the important monasteries closer to the parliament Ministry of Defense, symmetrical, identical, opposite to it. Ministry of Home Affairs, and at a distance, that's the President's house.
After driving around some of New Delhi, going past beautiful architecture and buildings, and really getting to see the difference between Old Delhi and New Delhi, mainly the roads are a lot less hectic and wider, we have made our way to yet another iconic sightseeing stop here in Delhi, which is Humayun's tomb.
This was a building that was built in the mid-1500s, and it's important because it's a location that houses over 150 members of the Mughal family. So it was actually commissioned by the second Mughal emperor's first wife. And the architecture is just absolutely beautiful. And we get a little bit of a chance to explore and look at it. But the symmetry is one of the noteworthy things about this building, in that the whole building is symmetrical, and also the grounds around it. There's 4 gardens for each side of the building, and all of it is in perfect symmetry.
We were told that no matter what staircase that you take up to the top and which side that you're on, once you get there, everything should look the same because of the symmetry. Even the trees in each of the quadrants are planted in the same exact way to keep the symmetry from the building into the gardens.
And so we are walking around to the south entrance now, because this is kind of the main entrance, which, being a mausoleum, the south was kind of the direction for the dead. So this is going to be the entrance that we go in, but depending on which side you go in, you wouldn't necessarily know it because all of the sides look the same.
Humayun's tomb is actually the first garden dome in all of India and inspired several other architectural innovations, including the Taj Mahal. So if it wasn't for this Humayun's tomb, we may have never gotten the Taj Mahal.
I'll stay for a moment.
We're leaving the Humayun's tomb complex now. On our way out, we were able to stop at Isa Khan's tomb, which is from a different dynasty, but same location. So the architecture was a bit different, but we were able to go inside that building and look around a little bit. More beautiful architecture, more just really great thought that goes into these buildings, and it's reflected in it, so just absolutely awesome.
I could be hard or I could be weak. I could be anything you need.
The issue with this hotel
Yes,
is
I'll always
all the
be
time.
the company.
After a fantastic day of exploring Old Delhi and New Delhi, we have made it back to our hotel room, but we are so incredibly thankful to be able to see all sides of Delhi here today. We saw so many amazing monuments today that we were absolutely blown away with, and the Taj Mahal, I can't even fathom how grand it's going to be after seeing the ones today.
We are having such a great time in India. I'm so glad that we had the opportunity to come here, and the best thing is it's just getting started. We still have around a week left of time here in India, so we cannot wait to share the rest of our adventure with you, and we are looking forward to seeing you in the next one, where we'll be leaving Delhi and heading towards Agra and the Taj Mahal.
I'm living my best life. I wake up with the sunrise. It does not look a thing like I thought that it would, but I've been getting my steps in, and I sleep with my best friend. It's the best that it has been in a long time. I'm living my best life.